Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Rob's Rides. It's Rob keeping it 100 with all things amusement. And if you're watching this, you're gassy today. Let's talk about Six Flags' oldest amusement park that they own, not their first. Six Flags New England. It's located in Agawam, Massachusetts. A nice little park. It's not their biggest, not their smallest. It has good proximity from Springfield, Massachusetts, and Hartford, Connecticut, Boston, Massachusetts, Albany, New York. You said that Great Escape has the same proximity. Who gives a fuck about that? Let me start off with this park was hot as a womb when I came. Like the parking lot is disconnected with the park. I was like trying to figure out where the parking lot was when I was driving, and like I missed my turn and I had to turn around. And then like when I did, like the gates, I went through the gates, and then I kept being told to go further and further. And then so there's like 3 different parking lots all across a bridge, and I was in the 3rd, so I was far as hell. But I'm like, what is this? Is this funny to you? Is this a joke? You want me to walk for miles to cross a bridge? What am I, fucking Shrek? You get to the entrance and, you know, you're expecting, well, at least I was expecting, you know, a pretty big entrance like most parks, but this entrance is pretty tight. I felt kind of claustrophobic. It was a lot of people coming in. Yeah, it was a crowded day. It was packed like a lunch in that bitch. And then they force you to go to the center of the park, which is kind of like their hub, but there's nothing there. This park is like a giant circle. But the problem is, it's like kind of like a mushroom circle. So you have 2 ends that are like right next to the entrance, but to get to them, you have to go all the way around. And so, unfortunately, those 2 ends are very low in attendance because nobody wants to turn. Who thinks to turn, make a U-turn when they enter the park? There obviously should be an opening towards the front of the park, so you can go next to the western section with that weird ass Houdini ride. So one of the first things I noticed when I entered the park, 2 Vekoma boomerangs. One is the giant Vekoma boomerang, Goliath, and one is the standard boomerang called Flashback. Only one was operating though. Yeah, Goliath was like me in my poor middle school days. No cable. Don't worry, the standard punch you in the clavicle boomerang was still up and running well. Operations were running almost as strong as my stride to pass it. My brain lobes wanted no part of that. There ain't enough Advil in the world. I also noticed that they had 2 cool water rides. One was called Blizzard River. It was like penguin and Arctic themed and stuff like that. Well, I guess it would be Antarctic themed. It was really cool. It had like mist effects. One that looked like Kwanzaa decoration. It was like one of those big family rafts. So, no. And one more thing, it had 2 types of wild mice. I consider them wild mice. So like they had Pandemonium, which is like a spinning coaster, which is like an upgraded version of the Wild Mouse coasters. Had operational issues while I was in line, which literally gave people more pandemonium than they experienced on the ride, because I only spent like 3 times. And then they had this Gotham City themed coaster, which I don't even know the name. It was literally a long ass title for a coaster. Gotham City Wild Mouse coaster felt like you were giving birth through your hips. It had a sky screamer, and it was the tallest in the world. That's what they were advertising on the map, at least. That one actually freaked me out. Like sky screamers and wind seekers I think are kind of boring, but this one was kind of freaking me out. Like you actually go over Wicked Cyclone and the Happy Feet water ride. Wicked Cyclone, the RMC, was really good. I had a lot of fun on it. Some theming, and the track was orange because, you know, cyclones now rain tangerines. I didn't get a chance to ride the classic Thunderbolt. Couldn't ride the Gramps. Could not ride the Gramps. I'm so sad. Tomahawk felt like you were riding a tire swing with a football lodged up your dick. I still don't know what the fuck the Houdini ride was. Superman the ride was like half of my visit. First of all, it was like the one part of the park that decided to be hilly. I felt like a movie screen after interacting with all those stairs. I felt like a process dealing with all those steps. The line was a good 2 hour and a half line with that VR. VR, you done it again. You know how I feel about that. You should check out my video how somebody vomited in line, not on the ride, in line, which is pretty gross. It's probably because they were overworked from all those stairs. Only the last 30 minutes of the line got the mist sprays. Luxury. By that time, all the Six Flags and the inappropriate Looney Tunes trivias correct. Well, this time when it was on the VR, it had my right eye doing some sort of pirate thing. Like something was wrong with the eye shape, and my friend had it the same thing going on. Like it wasn't fitting on our eye right, so it's really hurting my right eye. Kind of like when you have an eyelash in your eye, you just kind of felt like I was taking an eye exam with a Dixie cup. Just that woman's whip got skipped. Gave me some old ass fried chicken tenders. My chicken was neither tender nor fried. My chicken was soggy and tough. You should call it tough chicken soggies. I still ate it even though they didn't have buffalo sauce like I wanted. Chicken that kind of felt like I was playing tug of war with myself, and once you actually put it apart, your hand just let go of the piece of the chicken that you just ripped off, and it lands in this stroller that has an oversized kid in it. Either that or it gets attacked by the squirrels and birds that are living in this small forest right next to the river. This park, one thing I didn't like about it is that it's literally a clusterfuck of attractions. You can tell that they're kind of landlocked. They just want to fit as many bright colored rides they can in a moderately large acreage. Batman the Dark Knight, that was pretty fun, even though it wasn't in the DC Comics section. SOC was regrettable. It wasn't the worst ride, but it was definitely not the best. Someone decided to design the bathrooms with the urinals directly on the entrance wall, not even like a little angle to actually put the urinals further in the back. So it just felt very open. It was so open that it felt like you should enter with your eyes, like covering your eyes, but I felt like that would have ended up much worse than if you were actually looking. Either way it went, once you start washing your hands, you will be seeing a little kid's ass at the urinal behind it. You may trick your hands that they're clean enough, but you can never trick your eyes. Standard turbo SNS power shot. It was kind of running out of time. It was at night. You know what I wrote instead? Fireball, like a basic bitch. I as well just went to Starbucks and TJ Maxx. I wrote it at night though, so it was kind of funner, I guess. Funner? I had a minor issue in the middle of the line. I saw the ride attendant picking up like their phones. Yeah, and this is a new ride. So like you would think they would have newer phones. They have this blocky ass ceramic looking porcelain ass phone made in the 70s. On Six Flags, you gotta do better. Can you just like donate one of your flags for better technology? Just 5 flags and a smartphone. Now you cannot tell me that the offices are not fully made of just fax machines and Macintoshes. I don't know what else to say, but this park's location really connects the masses. If you quirkily understood that pun, then you are a geography nerd and you deserve a gold star. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Please hit that thumbs up. Please share it with all your friends and whoever wants to watch this and likes roller coasters. Please comment below. I like to have a conversation. And if you thought I was Venomous Ruler 272, hit that subscribe button and I'll come out with I'll come out with an adventure too, but I'll come out with another video sometime in the recent soon. Bye.